Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton to celebrate his 44th birthday at home after backlash over bar hopping amid pandemic. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani are reportedly planning to celebrate his 44th birthday at home after facing backlash for bar hopping amid the pandemic. The couple, who is quarantining at Blake's Oklahoma ranch, was slammed earlier this month for breaking isolation with a trip to Lake of the Ozarks. Following backlash for their visit to the popular Missouri tourist spot, sources claimed the pair will be keeping it low-key for Blake's birthday. Blake and Gwen are going to be together for his birthday, June 18, and it's going to be very normal and calm, a source told Hollywood Life. They are going to celebrate with dinner and hanging out at Blake's place. Blake isn't expecting or anticipating anything big. He expects nothing but love from Gwen, and that is all he wants. The insider added, "It's all about just hanging out together and relaxing and being in love." They're no doubt pros at the at-home birthday celebration, after celebrating Gwen's son Kingston's big day recently with a big family party. Blake and Gwen were blasted when they went to Lake of the Ozarks after a snap emerged of them not wearing protective face masks while posing for an outdoor photo with a group of fans who also went mask-free. The Voice stars stood away from three girls for the snap, but a woman who was also in the group leaned in close to them. One user fumed, "Even the rich and famous don't when visiting #LOTO #Misery #COVID-19 pandemic." Another added, "I like them, but why bother self-isolating if you're only going to go out in a group without masks?" Blake and Gwen sparked further outrage as they reportedly joined a group of friends on a boat on Thursday. They were spotted getting food delivered to them from the dock of Backwater Jacks. The waterfront restaurant is where a massive group of people partied in the pool section, with one of the attendees reportedly later testing positive for coronavirus. Lake of the Ozarks was hit by national outrage as videos surfaced of packed parties at bars over the Memorial Day weekend. Ms. Rachel reveals she secretly welcomed a baby girl and announces sweet name. Meanwhile, the couple, who recently bought a mansion in Encino, is planning to marry as soon as social distancing guidelines are lifted in a luxe ceremony. Sources said Gwen wants to be married surrounded by family and friends, not with them watching over Zoom. The Hollaback Girl singer has more big news as it was recently announced that she'll be returning to The Voice for season 19. She starred as both a full-time coach and a part-time advisor on and off through season 12 before deciding to take a break. In a move that has garnered significant attention from the public and media alike, popular couple Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton have chosen to celebrate his upcoming birthday in a more intimate setting, opting for a quiet celebration at home. This decision comes after the couple received considerable backlash for their actions during a time when public health measures related to the ongoing pandemic have been a hot topic of conversation. The controversy surrounding their decision to engage in bar hopping during a period of heightened concerns over the spread of the virus had led many to criticize their choices, with some calling for greater responsibility from public figures during such a critical time. The birthday celebrations and hold them in the comfort and privacy of their home appears to be a response to the scrutiny they faced in recent weeks. Stefani and Shelton, who have long been beloved figures in the music and entertainment world, have now found themselves in the center of a media storm over what some have described as an irresponsible display of behavior during a global health crisis. In the days leading up to Shelton's birthday, fans and critics alike took to social media to voice their opinions on the couple's decision to engage in bar hopping activities, despite the ongoing pandemic and the social distancing guidelines that have been set in place by health authorities. The backlash was swift and intense, with many pointing out the contradictions between the couple's public personas, which often include messages of hope and unity, and their actions that seem to go against the public health advice being promoted by experts. As celebrities, Stefani and Shelton are often seen as role models, and their actions can have a significant influence on their fan base. Critics argued that their bar hopping could send a dangerous message to their followers, especially those who may look up to them as figures of influence. The outcry highlighted a growing frustration among the public regarding the behavior of some celebrities who seemed to disregard the advice of health experts, and many wondered why such high-profile individuals were not doing more to set an example of responsible behavior. In response to the backlash, both Stefani and Shelton have expressed regret over the situation and have stated their intention to scale back their public outings for the foreseeable future. The decision to celebrate Shelton's birthday in a more private and personal manner reflects a desire to move forward from the controversy and to focus on their family life. The couple has been known to keep their personal lives relatively private, but in recent years, they have shared glimpses of their relationship with their fans, often posting pictures and messages that showcase their love for each other. Their decision to retreat from the public eye during this time seems to be in line with their desire to create a more grounded and less attention-grabbing celebration. While some have praised Stefani and Shelton for their willingness to acknowledge the controversy and take responsibility for their actions, others remain skeptical, questioning whether the decision to stay home for the birthday celebration is truly a step in the right direction. There are those who argue that the couple's previous actions have set a dangerous precedent, and they feel that the move to stay home for the birthday is more about damage control than genuine reflection on their behavior. For many, the real test will be whether Stefani and Shelton continue to show accountability for their actions and whether they use their platform to advocate for responsible behavior in the future. As public figures, Stefani and Shelton's every move is often subject to intense scrutiny, and their actions can spark significant debate on social media and in the press. While some have been quick to forgive the couple for their bar hopping, others are more critical, questioning why it took so long for them to change course. The pandemic has brought with it a wave of tension, particularly around issues of personal responsibility and the balance between individual freedom and public safety. Stefani and Shelton, like many other celebrities, have had to navigate this challenging landscape and determine how best to balance their personal lives with their public responsibilities. Stefani and Shelton have managed to maintain a strong fan base, with many fans continuing to support them through this difficult time. Both artists have a long history of success in the music industry, and their relationship has been widely regarded as one of the most high-profile love stories in recent years. Fans who have followed their journey from their time together on The Voice to their recent engagements and public appearances have expressed disappointment over the backlash, but have also rallied behind the couple, offering words of encouragement and support. Shelton's birthday celebration, which will now take place at home, is expected to be a more low-key affair, with the couple likely opting for a private dinner or a small gathering with close friends and family. This shift in plans marks a departure from the usual extravagant celebrations that often accompany the birthdays of celebrities, but it also highlights a growing trend of individuals opting for more meaningful and personal celebrations in light of the challenges posed by the pandemic. For many, this shift represents a return to simpler times, where the focus is on meaningful connections rather than public displays of wealth or excess. In the end, the decision to stay home for Shelton's birthday is a reflection of the current cultural climate, where public figures are increasingly expected to show greater accountability for their actions and to consider the broader implications of their behavior. As Stefani and Shelton continue to navigate the fallout from the controversy, they will likely face ongoing scrutiny, but they will also have the opportunity to demonstrate their commitment to being responsible role models moving forward. Whether or not